Warning, the following video will contain content that is not appropriate for children. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, everyone? Welcome back for another one of my Pokemon Battle Revolution discussion battles. Fuck yeah. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about, actually, something pretty stupid that I did, but it was also pretty awesome. Not going to lie. So keep in mind, at the time that I'm recording this, because, again, for those of you who don't know, that was fun. Anyway, for those of you guys who don't know, I pre-record all my videos, like several months in advance before I actually get around to uploading them. So from, the time I record a video to the time that I upload it, a time span of, I want to say, on average, about, 6 months, maybe 5 months goes by. I feel like nowadays it's more like 6 months. From the time I record a video to the time it actually gets uploaded. A time span of about, 6 months goes by. So, to put things in perspective, the actual date that I am recording this on is Wednesday, January 6th, 2021. So, just to put things in perspective for you guys. So, this is actually one of my very first recording sessions of 2021, technically. Of course, by the time I get around to uploading this, it'll be well into 2021. So, at the end of 2020, for those of you guys who don't know, I watch a lot of anime, right? You know, I love anime. I love it. It's awesome. Anime kicks ass. Much better than a lot of the stupid other shit that people watch these days, you know? I hear about, some of the shit that people watch these days, and I'm just like, why the hell do you waste your time watching such stupid garbage? You know? That's why I watch anime, because I told myself a long time ago, after observing humans for many years, I told myself a long time ago, I don't ever want to be one of them. I told myself that I would try to be something better than these humans, because I saw humanity for what it was. A den of greedy, self-righteous, arrogant, idiot assholes. And I told myself that I would try to be something better, that I would never be one of these stupid humans. And so that's one of the many reasons why I chose to be different and watch anime, and that is a decision I have not regretted, because anime is fucking legit. Yeah, gotta say, awesome stuff. However, that being said, because I'm kind of a stickler for owning, physical copies of games. You guys probably know that about me by now. Pretty much for the most part, every single game you see me play on this YouTube channel, with a few exceptions here or there. For example, Dark Cloud 2, which I'm working on right now on the PlayStation 4. That was, one of the very few exceptions to that. For the most part, every single game that you see me play on this YouTube channel is, a physical copy of the game. A legit physical copy. I also do not believe in video game piracy or emulation. I use original cartridges on actual video game systems. You know, for example, right now, I'm playing Pokemon Battle Revolution on a Nintendo Wii U. You know, because the Wii U is backwards compatible with Wii games, obviously, so. But I'm playing a legitimate game on a, system. That is how I've always preferred to play video games, and that is how I always will prefer to play video games. I'm also not much of a PC gamer. I don't really have anything against PC gaming. You know, that's fine. If it works for you and you enjoy it, that's cool, All the more power to you. But I've always preferred console gaming to PC gaming. And again, no problems with PC gaming. Nothing at all against it. I've always preferred, the console experience, with sitting with a controller in my hand in front of my TV. That's just how I like to do things, But yeah, I do not believe in using emulation or video game piracy of any kind, which is why I always try my best to use, authentic products with my YouTube channel. I don't like to use, inauthentic products, At the very least, I will use, third-party systems. In the past, I had this system that could play. I want to say it was, a Super Retro Trick 3 or something is what it was called. It was a system that could play Sega Genesis games, NES games, and SNES games. I haven't used it in a long time, but I have used that in the past, which is fine. I will use those occasionally. You know, I will use like third-party systems occasionally. But for the most part, I usually tend to try to keep it, you know, legit. I try to use original systems and shit. Just because I feel like it creates a more authentic experience. That being said, you know, again, I will use third-party systems, but I always make it a point to use legitimate copies of games. I always make it a point to, you know, use legitimate software. I will say it like that. I use legitimate copies of games. So I'm kind of a stickler for that. You know, I own, like, again, like the vast majority of games that I own, with the exception of literally, like, maybe a few games. Literally, like, just a few games. Every single game that you see me play on this YouTube channel is like a physical copy of a game. You know, it's a legit copy. So, I've also been buying a lot of anime over the past couple of years. Not a lot, but I'll, you know, pick up an anime here or there, you know, on Blu-ray or DVD. So at the end of the year in 2020, there, for those of you who, you know anime, you may be familiar with a studio called Sentai Filmworks. The biggest and most well-known anime studio is probably Funimation, and Viz Media to a certain extent. Viz Media does a lot of anime as well. They were the ones who did the first anime that I ever watched. They dubbed Inuyasha. They were the ones who were responsible for that. Yeah, there's... I would say probably out of, like, all the anime companies or whatever, I would probably say Funimation's the most well-known, then Viz Media, and then maybe, like, Sentai Filmworks a little bit down the line. Sentai Filmworks tends to do a little bit more, like, with obscure animes. They don't do, like, super well-known ones. The most well-known one I think that Sentai Filmworks has ever done is probably an anime called Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I feel like that's probably one of the more well-known ones that they've done. But, yeah. So, at the end of the year in 2020, Sentai Filmworks had a massive, and I mean massive, sale going on for all their animes and shit. Like, they were selling shit for, like, a fraction of the price that they would normally sell it for. And I saw this as an ad on Facebook. And so, you know, ads on Facebook, you think to yourself, you're like, this is obviously bullshit, right? But I clicked on the link, you know, just for shits and grins. I clicked on the link, and sure enough, it took me to the official Sentai Filmworks, like, website, which I have bought stuff from before. I bought an anime from them actually not too long ago called The Pet Girl of Sakuraso, I think. Great anime, by the way. Definitely a good one. Definitely entertaining, I will say that much. So, I knew it was the official, like, Sentai Filmworks website, and I could not believe how much they were selling some of this shit for. Like, they were selling, like, shit that would normally cost, like, $60. And this is, like, brand new shit, keep in mind. They were selling shit that would normally cost, like, $60 for, like, $6. And I'm like, damn! You know, and some of the shit was, like, 50% off. Some of it was, like, 95% off. So, I literally went to their website, and no shit, I bought, like, pretty much every single anime that they've, like, ever dubbed. Now, that being said, granted, it was an extremely good sale that Sentai Filmworks was having going on, but, you know, they weren't obviously still giving them away for free, you know? So, when all is said and done, I walked away with $1,400 worth of anime. Actually, probably closer to $1,500 worth of anime. Yeah, no shit. So, I ended up spending $1,500 on anime. No shit. But, here's the thing. Now, that may be like, wow, multi-step. Did you really blow that much fucking money on anime? Yes, I did. Here's why. Because normally, if that sale had not been going on, because they were having some, like, huge-ass end-of-the-year sale, I don't know exactly what for, but if I had bought all of that shit that I bought, and keep in mind I bought probably close to like 70 different animes, keep in mind, for like that much money. But I bought for $1,500 what normally would have costed, no shit, $20,000 easy. If I had bought all that anime when it was not on sale, it would have probably cost me $20,000. No shit. So, I was able to, walk away with $1,500 worth of anime. And it was a screaming deal. Like, I saw these deals and I'm like, this has got to be some kind of a joke or something. But it was official. And now I am inexplicably surrounded by literally a shitstorm of video games and anime. Like, I literally have now stacks of Blu-rays, that have like anime and shit on them, courtesy of Sentai Filmworks. And I have so much anime to watch, it's not even funny. And I'm still waiting for another shipment. Like, I'm literally still waiting for my last shipment to get here. So I have even more anime on the way, and it's just like, god damn. It's awesome. So now I have, like, a really nice anime collection, thanks to Sentai Filmworks. So, special thank you to Sentai Filmworks for having an unbelievably good sale at the end of 2020. Like, holy crap. They were selling shit for, like, pennies on the dollar. Like I said, it was a screaming deal. So, yeah, I may have blown $1,500 on anime, but it was 100% worth it. 100% worth it, because let me tell you something, I'm not going to run out of any anime to watch anytime soon. That is a fact. So, I've got enough anime to last me, honestly, probably the rest of my life. So, yeah. Probably going to take me, like, an entire year to watch all this anime. It wouldn't even surprise me if it takes me literally an entire year to watch all this anime. Probably maybe even more, which is fine by me. But yeah, I got such a good deal on all this anime and shit. So, again, thank you to Sentai Filmworks for having that huge end of the year sale. And I know that they appreciate my business, because I probably just made them all rich, so, But still, I was shocked to see that Sentai Filmworks was having such a huge sale on some of their anime and shit. Like, I was like, god damn. I would have shot myself in the foot if I had, passed up this opportunity to, increase my anime collection by, like, 20 times over, Easily, so... That's awesome, man. So now I'm sitting on a huge, like, treasure trove of anime. So I'm not going to run out of shit to watch anytime soon, that's for sure. I've got a lot of anime to watch now. It's awesome. So I'm excited to watch all these animes for the first time. So it's going to be awesome. Many different kinds of genres, too. Like your typical fighting animes, some, like, romance, comedy shit. So a whole bunch of different kind of shit thrown in there, so... Yeah, awesome stuff. So again, yeah, special thank you to Sentai Filmworks for being awesome and having that unbelievably massive sale on their anime. So that's awesome. That is fucking awesome. So very much so looking forward to this next year here in 2021. I have a feeling that this year, 2021, is probably going to be a great year. That being said, I'm remaining cautiously optimistic. Again, because I always try to remain cautiously optimistic because, shit normally doesn't go my way in my life. That's just how shit goes, which is fine. I understand that's just the way that shit has to be sometimes. But, yeah, yeah, I bought $1,500 worth of anime, and I do not regret it. It was awesome. So, yeah, now I have so much anime to watch, it's not even funny. It's fucking awesome, though. Fucking awesome. So, I have a feeling this next year is going to be fucking great. Between all the anime that I have to watch and all the new video games that I have to play for you guys, I have a feeling 2021 is going to be a really fun year. I just have a really good feeling about this. But then again, you know, as we all know, anything can happen. So I'm remaining cautiously optimistic, but optimistic nonetheless. So, very excited for the future of my YouTube channel. Very excited for the future of my life as well. I have a feeling the next couple years are going to be a bit of a grind. You know, make it a bit dull here a little bit, but at least in my personal life, not on this YouTube channel. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit rough. It's going to take a lot of hard work on my part. I got to save up money. I can't, you know, be spending my money on video games like I have in the past, you know. Can't be spending too much money on video games like I have in the past. You know, maybe here or there I'll buy like a new game every once in a blue moon, but you know, once I have this last big blowout of showing off a bunch of brand new games for you guys, that's going to be it. You know, that's going to be it for a while on my YouTube channel as far as showing off brand new games and shit. So that's just the way it has to be for a while, and that's the way it is. I need to save up money so I can buy a house, and once I buy a house, I'll be able to have a lot more time to record videos for you guys, because I'll be able to record whenever I want, you know. Whereas at my dad's house, I can only record in the mornings because, you know, that's when he's at work. So it'll be a lot better for my YouTube channel as well once I get my own house as well. So I'll be able to produce even more content for you guys. I know, right? It's like I already produce a shit ton, but I'll be able to do even more. I'll be able to increase my output, so it'll be lit, but it's going to take some time before I get there. So, yeah, but at least now I have some anime to watch in the meantime, you know? So that's fucking awesome. And again, I love to own physical copies of things. So, I mean, like, watching anime on the internet is fine, but I much prefer to own physical copies of anime. Plus, the quality is just much better than streaming, you know? It always will be, you know? Physical media, as far as, like, you know, DVDs and Blu-rays, will always have better quality than streaming, in my opinion. I mean, streaming's gotten pretty good over the years, but it's still never going to be as good as physical media. I don't ever think. So, yeah, now I have, like, probably literally thousands upon thousands of hours of anime to watch, and I love it. Totally worth it, although my bank account got kind of devastated, but whatever. I'll make the money back eventually, so we'll not worry about that for now. Besides, again, I'm going to start saving up my money coming up here, so that way I can eventually move out on my own, buy my own house and all that good shit. But yeah, just a few more purchases left, and then I'm going to really hunker down and start saving up my money and be very disciplined about that. So yeah, but I still have a few more last major purchases to make, and then I'm done with major purchases for quite some time. So yeah. Alright, well, either way, guys, that will do it for this one. Stay tuned for next time, because speaking of major purchases and showing off brand new games for you guys, I have some announcements as far as that's concerned next time. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, and until then, peace out.